Detective Pfizer.
Hey, it's Karen. In dispatch, when I hang up, there's somebody who wants to talk to a detective on the homicide.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Hello?
Detective Pfizer.
Hey, listen to me, sir. You listen to me?
I'm listening, brother.
Listen to me closely, man, because I only got a certain amount of time to talk, and
Okay.
I'm about to talk fast, okay?
Talk
listen,
away.
it was something that happened, and I'm sure you know about everything that happened. And, the Roxy Bar.
At the
You know what I'm talking about? Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
That was my best friend, but look, I got information on the person y'all might be looking for,
Uh-huh.
and I think he's there right now as we speak. So if y'all want to get over there before everybody else do, 27th and Van Brunt.
Okay. Who am I looking for?
A dude named Papa Willow.
Dude named Papa Willow?
Yup, he's a Kansas City rapper.
KC nigga, my hustle cold-blooded. Everything pumping, got the town flooded. Keys to the ship, I'm doing big numbers. I'm the runner, beating the road up. VVS's in the logo, got it froze up.
That night at the Roxy Bar, there were several people standing outside the front of the club and sitting in cars. Jurl Carter was seen having an altercation with Papa Willow, aka Dale Willis. Witnesses stated that Jurl was intoxicated and rowdy before crossing paths with Dale Willis. In the grainy video, you can see that someone fall to the ground and get up, then appear to say something, then get into a car. The crowd begins to break up and people can be seen walking away from the scene and exiting the parking lot as the car begins to back up towards the people leaving, and then the car stops. And that is when the investigation begins. The following is from the Discovery Report. Some statements are true, and some of the statements are just plain false. You will see for yourself.
911, Rebel Target. 911. Hello?
Hey, man, my nigga just got shot. We on 75th and Metcalf at the Roxy, man.
At the Roxy?
Man, that nigga's not gonna make it, dog.
Are they injured?
Man, he's shot, man.
All right,
He's
hold
shot
on.
like 5 fucking times, man. Hurry the fuck up, man.
All right, man, I'm transferring to medical, all right? Stay on the line for me.
Man. God damn, hurry up, man.
At the
Come on,
Roxy?
man.
Fire
God
ambulance,
damn,
what's the address
nigga.
of the emergency?
God damn, cuz.
What's the address of the emergency?
It's at the Roxy,
Hey, man.
75th and Metcalf.
Man, I'm
Someone's
at the
been
Roxy,
shot.
75th and Metcalf, man. He's shot, dog. He's shot,
75th and
man.
Metcalf. All right, my partner's going to dispatch the ambulance. What's the phone number you're
Come
calling
on,
from?
cuz. My nigga's not gonna make it, cuz. I swear to God, bro, my nigga.
What's the phone number you're calling from in case we get disconnected?
Come on, bro.
Sir?
Come on, bro.
Sir, talk to me, okay? I want to help him. Okay, give me the phone number in case we get disconnected.
We don't get out very much. Yeah, we don't. Oh, yeah. How old is that thing? So, describe this guy. Follow me, burn me.
And I'm pretty sure you go up and ask the people that will make performance.
We will. I'm just trying to get.
Oh, okay.
We can get a separate idea from you guys. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we'll share with about your
Hello?
Hi, Miss Patton?
Yes, sir.
Hi, this is Detective Reader with the Oval Park Police Department. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing, Mr.
Good,
Ray?
good. Do you have a few minutes we could talk?
Yes, sir.
Great. Hey, I got a phone call from Detective Anderson, who said that you had some more information you wanted to pass along.
Yes.
Okay.
I have videos of those guys on my phone from that night when they performed on stage. Because I told you that we was all drunk, so I completely forgot. I just happened to be going through my phone the other day because I was trying to erase and stuff because my storage was full on my phone. And I have like 3 different videos. I don't know if it'll do you any good, but I mean,
that'd be great. So you think you got Papa Willow on there too?
It's their performances. I have like full videos. It's like they not long. They might be like 15-second long, but they're like 3 different videos that I have.
Yeah. Well, where are you now?
I'm coming up. I'm on Metcalf right now. Where are you guys' office at?
Our office is at 119th and Lowell, which is just right off 119th and Metcalf.
Okay. I'm gonna come see you right now if you're available right now.
That'd be great because I'd like to pull those videos off your phone if we can. Or you know, what'll happen is we'll leave the videos on your phone, but we'll make a copy of it basically from your phone.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine.
So okay, let me give you this address just so you know. Detective Reader.
Hey, did you just try to call me? This Francesca.
I did.
Oh, okay.
So what's going on now? What's going on?
I just got a phone call from, his name is Antonio Fraser. He was one of the guys he's one of my good friends. The one I told you that works at the beauty supply store. He is security.
Antonio?
At the beauty supply store. Yeah, he said he just got a phone call from one of the detectives or something. Asking him about somebody in the picture, but he said he don't know them. Like, he honestly don't know who the guy is in the picture, but I guess they was making threats, like if they find out differently or something. But he honestly don't know whoever this guy is they talking about in the video, in the picture. I guess they say that the dude might be involved or something. I don't know, but anyway.
They're talking about a dude that was next to him in a picture?
Yeah, like in a hoodie or something.
White?
Yeah. He said he don't know who that dude is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, he
but
may not, I don't know.
yeah, I mean that's what he told me. Like honestly, he don't know who the dude is. But he did tell me like a whole nother story. I don't know if he was outside when I didn't want to ask him any questions because I didn't want him to think I was being suspect. But he said that the dude with the dress didn't shoot him. The guy that performed that had the all white on, the tall skinny guy, that's the one who shot him.
He's saying that the dude with the all white on is the one that shot him?
That's what he told me. So, I don't know. I'm just relaying whatever come to me, I'll just bring it to y'all.
Okay.
But that's what he told me, that the guy that performed, that was on the stage with Papa Willow.
Yeah, Young Toy.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even know his name.
Yeah, it's Young Toy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what he said. He said that they was arguing. He said that it started over a parking spot or something. Supposedly, he had to have been out there, just from the way the story was coming, because he was saying like literally what they were saying and how it started.
Does he know Papa Willow?
No. He don't know none of them. That was his first time even being out there. He came out there because of me.
Oh, really? So
yeah.
Did he see who punched Jurl?
He said Papa Willow. He said that the skinny dude, they got into an argument, but he did say that Jurl was talking reckless, like talking about shooting stuff, and he said because he was out there making people nervous, and so that's why people was, kind of nervous outside, I guess. He said that they was out there arguing with someone over a parking spot or something, and then they started arguing. He said Jurl was talking stuff like, I'm going to light this bitch up, meaning he going to shoot up the spot or something, and he was out there just saying different stuff, and so then they started arguing. He said the tall, young, whatever his name is, told Papa Willow to steal on Jurl, and then he went and stole on him. And then I guess that's when Jurl was saying he was going to the car to get the gun or something. And then he said the tall, skinny guy, and he said he had on a red jacket. Remember I told you when he was on stage, he had us hold his jacket up there at the DJ booth.
I'll tell you this, is that the people that we're looking at that are good for this, they do have a reputation of being violent. And people we've talked to, they've said that. Look, I really don't feel comfortable to give information because I'm concerned about retaliation. I'm concerned about, what they'll do to my family. Because everyone keeps talking about, it's all good and we'll give you information, but once it goes down on paper, government paper, it's different because they get copies of it, discovery, all this other stuff. Right. And the thing is that, you told me that you were inside the bar the whole time, right? And that you picked up bits and pieces of what occurred from people that were outside. Jayon Washington was outside.
That's my cousin.
He's your cousin.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden, we had a meeting, an appointment time. We just got the phone with his mama and said, hey, we're going to talk to Jayon. Okay, guess what? They all take out.
Yeah, they take off?
We don't know. They just took off. They don't want to talk to us.
Today?
Yes, today. And then I came over here to your house. Raymond has agreed to talk to us about what happened. Because look, I'll be honest with you, man. I talked to those two guys within an hour after the shooting, and they were drunk off their butt. They were just drunk. And
that was my whole.
So if you were outside and you did see some of that, and I know you were drunk, and that's okay. You're an adult. You can be drunk. I ain't mad at you. But if you were outside and you did see some of what occurred, just be honest with me about that. And just say, yeah, I stepped outside because it was hot inside the Roxy. I want to step out for our smoke break, and Jurl was running his mouth.
You talked to Francesca, right?
Have I talked to who?
Francesca.
She has been talked to.
Yeah. I thought you had talked to her. You don't know Francesca?
I do know Francesca, yeah.
No.
She talked to another detective that I was with.
She told them that I was in there with her, which I was.
Right. But what I'm asking you is this: did you step outside at any point in time during to get fresh air, or
is when y'all pulled.
Okay.
Well, not y'all specifically,
but the officers.
But when the officers pulled
and then you went down.
Then when I went down there and around there, okay. I seen Jurl grabbing. Like, I don't know. I just keep thinking about him taking his last breath. So that's all I seen.
Who did? The morning after the morning of the shooting, you went to Jayon's house, and you were on the phone with somebody. And you were telling them about, yeah, it was this dude, the dude in the dreads and the red sweatshirt is the shooter, right? Who were you talking to on the phone? When you went to Jayon's house, you were on the phone, and because your conversation was overheard, and you were telling somebody on the other line that it all started over. What was it? What did they say?
Jurl saying he had something in his car.
It was some type of argument, and Jurl said made a verbal threat. I got something for you, motherfuckers, or I got something for you in my car.
This is the stuff that I'm hearing.
Okay.
This is the stuff. This is the same stuff that I told y'all. This is the same stuff I'm hearing.
So who were you talking to on the phone that morning? Was it Francesca you were talking to, or was it somebody else?
The only person that got talked to about that I said that to. But that's the same story I told to me. These are coming from Jayon.
Let me ask you your opinion on this. Do you think that, based on what you've heard and what you saw and whatever else, do you think that Jurl brought this upon himself? In your honest opinion, be honest with me.
We usually when you think of fighting, yeah, we know things may get a little violent, period. You just know that, just coming from where we come from, you just know that things get violent. But if somebody struck you, I mean, he's intoxicated, and maybe his words just came out south. Mm-hmm. So I honestly don't even really know what to say about it.
Hey, so what's there's a term that keeps getting thrown around that he was that somebody was it slowed on him? Is that what it is? Slowed, like in essence a street term for getting beat up. Stolen. Thank you. So Jurl got stolen by this. Because my understanding, he was having his argument with this.
This is so crazy because I didn't see none of this even coming. Like nobody in there gave me no vibe. Like, yeah, we're gonna start shit.
Because the vibe I'm getting from you is that if you were outside and you saw some dude go after Jurl, that you would have been right into it, right?
That's your buddy, right? Y'all officers, of course. If somebody just gets to doing too much, and you by yourself, and you see that going on, like you're gonna, hey, what's going on? You feel me? Yeah. If not, jump in and break it up, like, hey, you feel me? What's going on? Like, you good?
Okay.
But
you didn't see any of that because you were inside.
Yes.
Hope you can understand that, and I hope to God this never happens. But if someone in your family ever was murdered, that you would want. I know a lot of times people from the Missouri side don't to go above and beyond necessarily correspond and turn over every single rock and talk to people 3, 4, 5 times. Kansas City, Kansas. However many times it takes to run in Kansas City, Kansas groups, so you can find the person responsible. And very rarely do they ever. We're close. We were really close on that. Did you agree with me on that? And we're looking for that one small sliver that's going to make this a slam dunk case. Right, but what I mean by that is general. There's not going to be okay, guys, technicalities. When it comes to court, there's not going to be any loopholes. They're going to be able to squirm the way out of this. It's a rock solid case. If their only option is, hey, look, you want to go to jail for 50 years, or you want to go to death? You want to go to death on death row? That's your option. And just to confirm, you heard the dude, the bigger dude with the dreads and a red.
Now, I know some agencies don't need that. They're like, look, we got a small sliver we can put in there. Let's hang a murder charge on them. Well, those cases typically get thrown out, and that's not how it works.
Because Jay on the case, so that's why I'm turning over every stone. And it's not just me. Like I said, we got 15, 20 detectives doing it, and we're all coming together every day with that tree stump. We share the information, and we're
sharing information with the ATF, which were recording the Willis brothers.
No, sir. But I know Buck and Jurl was real good buddies. They was real cool. But see, Buck is affiliated with DOA. DOA is Papa Willow, Young Twine, all them. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little rap group.
I think it's called DOR.
DOR, whatever that is, you know.
Deuced Out Records.
Yeah, I mean, but that, see, Buck was never, he wasn't signed with them. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't signed with them, but he was on the urge of getting signed with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then that's kind of the feeling that we got, just from people that we've talked to, is that he was trying to be friendly with this group, so he could get some more.
He's with that. No. It's no friendly with the group. Buck is actually with DOR. Like that's his group. Like his group. Like all of them is connected with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them, they're homies, they're partners. So they're telling you they don't know each other, they're lying. Because
Bucks is actually a signed on member of DOR.
Yeah, right now. And you know what's crazy though? After Jurl's dead, because Buck wasn't signed at first. You know what I'm saying? And Jurl, we was going back and forth to Buck shows and everything. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't signed at first. But all of a sudden, after Jurl's dead, Buck gets signed, and now he finna move to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So he said he signed with DOR after this thing happened?
Yeah. He signed with DOR after everything, after the funeral. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what you heard from family members? Or
nah, this is what I'm knowing. This is what I'm knowing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. This
is what I'm knowing. And I'm just trying to put all the pieces together, sir. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm still twisted about the whole situation. And Buck and Jurl, that was real close. They went out every weekend. Mm-hmm. Every weekend they went out to perform. You know what I'm saying? And Buck, like how I'm thinking is, Papa Willow had a problem with Jurl. They know Buck and Jurl. They know that was close. I feel like Papa Willow told Buck if something happened to Jurl, then he'll sign him. All of a sudden, Papa Willow signs Buck, and Buck's moving to Atlanta to become a big rap star now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just putting all the pieces together of how things, But to be honest with you, I don't know anything about Young Twine. I never met the guy in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I told him yesterday, I never talked. You know what I'm saying? But he was letting me know that he didn't have anything to do with it. He said he didn't see a fight happening. He didn't see a fight happen. He didn't see anybody shooting.
Right.
He told me he didn't see Papa Willow fight anybody, fight Jurl or whatever. He said that the reason why people are blaming it on him is because he was the first one to leave the scene.
So what did you see?
Man, like before, like I said, about 45 minutes before it happened, he pulled up in the car he was in.
Who's he at?
The deceased.
Okay.
He was with a few other buddies, man. They could have stopped that. They could have prevented that.
They pulled up in a what? Would they pull up in?
Like a newer model in Malibu, I want to say.
You know what color?
It was like a brown, whatever the car the deceased was in. They was in that car.
Okay, that car.
Yeah.
And so he was there. Do you remember what the deceased was wearing?
A white shirt, blue pants.
Okay, and did you know him?
Not personally, no.
Okay, did you know his buddies?
No, I've never seen him before.
Okay, how many guys did he have with him?
It was approximately like 5.
Okay.
I remember a guy in a red shirt, half braids, and like some other different pants. The only reason I know him distinctly because the doorway, like when you're coming out, they pull directly in front, and if you pull so close, you can damn near tap somebody if they standing right there.
Right.
And the dude in the red shirt got out. Like, I got a fucking problem with us parking here. He was just talking to all the guys that were just on the side. You could tell they was drunk. But then the other buddies, they had to be coming from across the street because they was walking up towards the entrance. They never went in the club.
So when they pulled and this is about 45 minutes before the shooting when he started to mouth off?
Correct. He was mouthing off.
The victim?
Yeah, the victim.
The guy that died.
Like as soon as they pulled up, they got out?
The guy in the red shirt, he the one got out.
He's the one that got shot.
No, not the guy in the red shirt.
His buddy.
The buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, the buddy got out instantly. He was talking shit. Then
to who?
To everybody.
Yeah, they're staying out front.
Out front. Yeah.
Okay.
What was he saying again? I'm sorry.
The first thing he said was, "I got a problem with him fucking parking here," just because he was parked.
He pulled right up in front.
Directly in front of the door.
Gotcha.
Like if they have camera right by the door, you can't miss it.
Okay.
And I mean they were just woofing, man. You could tell he was intoxicated. So his buddies they just kept egging him on, and it felt a whole lot of guys. And I want to say the victim had like some type of black weapon on, but I'm not for sure because they just kept going around each other like in a circle. But you could tell he had a black something up under. I ain't gonna say it was a weapon, could have been a phone, but he had something up under his.
Sure.
Yeah, under his shirt.
So were they all mouthing off, or
they were all mouthing off? But they was
3.
It was more like it was 5 buddies total.
That came out of that one car.
No, the victim came out, and the victim and the dude in the red shirt came out of the other car. The rest of the little guys, they had them parked across the street. Then they walked up.
And what kind of car were they?
I didn't see that car.
So you're talking the park across the street, like towards like the 24-hour fitness or Dunkin' Donuts, or are you talking across the street like 75th Street?
It's okay. Where the victim got killed at?
Yep.
Where his body was? Right there.
Okay, so behind that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had been parked close.
So towards Metcalf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, man, his buddies could stop that because, you know, man, if all of us together, and I see you mouthing off to somebody, and I know you're drunk and you can't really
move along, yeah.
Move along, man. But yeah. Then the victim, we got into their little arm space, and one of the guys whacked him.
You see it?
When was that?
This was like a few minutes after they was mouthing off. You know, like, okay, picture this, the sidewalk in front of the bar. You got the 2 little red stools right here, and we have a whole bunch of guys right here. He parked right here. You know, they just walk around, but they not talking directly, but they talking to them, all the guys, they all talking together, but they talking about all of us. Oh man, we'll give it to whoever, blah blah blah.
And who's saying that?
Just the victim talking.
The victim is
the one who was really running off at the mouth. The buddies, they was more just egging them on, cheering them on.
Yeah, I'm saying. Obviously not stopping.
Yeah, not stopping them. The victim was more like the leader
of the group.
Yeah.
And he was just was he inside or outside?
He was outside. We were all outside.
Okay. Did he ever go inside?
No.
So
not
they never
when they pulled up, it was fucking. As soon as they pulled up,
it was on.
From the time he got killed.
Just running
mouthing off.
Okay, and what was he mouthing off? What was he saying?
Oh man, we'll do it.
Just like threats, or we're gonna get you people, or just?
It wasn't directly a threat, but he was like, man, I'll give it to whoever. Basically.
Just like drunk rambling.
Yeah, just drunk rambling. But
like just saying whatever. Just people were standing there where he parked and.
From the time he pulled up, the passenger hopped out, dude in the red shirt. I guess because everybody's looking like, damn, he finna hit somebody. And he got out. See, I got a fucking problem with him parking here. And he's like, nah, man, no problem with whatever. So the driver got out, they was playing their music. Then the buddies left. A few buddies came across the street. They all met up in the back of the car. And they were just talking. Then all of them merged their way up to the front. And everybody on the sidewalk, his buddies come over here, the guy right here. So they was walking back and forth talking. Indirectly, what they were saying was crazy shit. But the victim was more of the leader. He was the leader.
So, did you stay outside?
Yeah, I stayed outside probably for about 20 minutes of it. They were just playing the music back and forth, just talking. They really wasn't doing nothing, but it made everybody comfortable because the victim kept going up under his shirt. So.
Okay. So acting like maybe he had something.
Yeah.
Okay. But he didn't display anything that you know.
He never displayed it, no.
Okay. So were you outside when the incident started ramping up?
I seen him when he got stolen. Yeah.
Okay. What happened with that?
Basically, his buddies over here. It was like another group on the other side of them talking. So basically, there was a group of guys here, them, and another group of guys. Yeah, the victim was going off. He could tell he was, like I said, drunk, but he was walking back and forth. And he had to nudge somebody or something, because dude, he said, what did he say? He said something smart to him, and the victim replied. Then when the victim got up in his area,
who hit him?
Dude in the blue shirt.
Okay. Do you know his name?
No, but I got a lot of guys who like to talk to me. But if you find out who this Papa Willow guy is,
is that the guy in the blue shirt?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If you find out who he is, you can damn sure you can get your shooter. Between me and you and there, somebody told me it was some guy named Antoine, some dude named Antoine. I don't know how true it is. I don't know who the rapper dude is. But if you can find that Papa Willow or whatever dude name is, you can find that.
Yeah. So, well, let me ask you a couple other questions. You said you guys go to the club. You're there about an hour, and you buy Jurl one drink, right? Did he buy any himself? No. So as far as
he asked me if I wanted to go half on the drink, and I told him I got him. I got a vodka and Sprite and a Bud Light, and I gave him a vodka and Sprite.
And that's the only thing he drank that night that you saw. Okay, and then when you guys leave, you're talking to somebody, and he goes to get the car. But how come you didn't leave with him to go get the car?
I mean, I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think it was necessary. You know what I'm saying? He just said he was going to get the car to pull up to the front of the club.
Yeah. Were you like in a conversation with somebody, and he just like, hey, I'm gonna get the car, I'll meet you out front or whatever?
Nah, like we were already outside. You know what I'm saying? We were about to leave. That's what I'm saying. We were about to leave, and I was talking to some people over here, and he was like, I'm about to go get the car. I'll be right back. And he got the car and he put up to the front of the club.
So you were outside during that time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're talking to them, and he gets out, and he's like sitting on the hood of...
He was standing like this. He was standing like this on the hood of the car. I was over here. There was like two cars that was parked. I was over here, and I was talking to another guy that was parked next to him.
On the driver's side?
Oh yeah, on the driver's side. Jurl was standing just like this.
Uh-huh.
And the other guy was standing like this. The dude that I seen fire was standing next to him like this. Okay.
So standing to the left,
to the left of Papa Willow.
Okay.
I turned to talk to my friend, and when I turned back, Papa Willow hit him with a left. I swear to God, bro. I remember like this was right now. And I remember he got hit, and he fell on his back like this, and he bounced back up. And when he bounced back up, he was dazed. He was leaning on the car, and he got to the car.
Did he say anything? Did he say anything like, I got something for you, or something? Did he say anything like that indicated he might have a gun in the car?
He said, nah, Meech. That's what he said.
Nah, Meech?
Wait, to me, that's my nickname. He was like, nah, Meech, you know, because I'm trying to make sure he cool. And he going like this, like, nah, Meech. You know what I'm saying? And he got in the car.
So he gets in the car, and how come you don't go around and get in or go around the back?
That's where they're...
I'm really like, I've been trying to figure that out too. I don't know why.
Well, recently I've just like looking back at our last conversation that we had, and then it's like replaying that night. The last conversation we had was probably around like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And he said, because he didn't text me for like 3 hours, and so I texted him around like 3 or 4, and I said, you forgot about me, rude ass, and I laughed or whatever, and then he texted me back saying that he was dropping off this guy named Meech. His name is Demetrius. I didn't know that at the time, but he said he was dropping this guy named Meech off at 11th and Oak at his job. Because it was like his payback for stealing a gun back 2-3 years ago.
Who's payback from stealing a gun?
I didn't know who. About 2 or 3 years ago, I remember Jurl telling me like he took this gun, and he only had it for a little bit. I don't know what happened to it. He kept a lot of things away from me and the kids and didn't really involve me in a lot. But I do remember that. It was back when we lived off 95th Street. And so when he texted me that, saying that he was taking this guy to work because that was the guy that he took the gun from. And that was the same guy that got him into a battle rap that he was supposed to perform on the 23rd. And I didn't really know Demetrius. I've heard his name, but I've never met him. The first time I met him was that night after everything happened. And all I know is that I don't know.
Take your time.
And then, with the help of the ATF and some known close associates, the Willis brothers were brought in for questioning.
I'm Detective Bridges. I'm with Overland Park Police Department. It's my partner, it's Detective Pierce. And we need to have a chat with you today about the case that we're working. We're working a homicide in Overland Park that happened at the Roxy. And through our investigation, we have a ton of people that were there on the night of September 16th. And we're just going through the list, talking to everybody that was there, what they saw, what they know. So, obviously you're in custody today. We want to know if you're going to talk to us about what we're here and want to answer any questions that we have.
I talk to him. I can talk to my lawyer.
I can't hear you, man.
I said, y'all can talk to my lawyers. Lawyer.
Who's your attorney?
Carl Busman.
Carl what?
Busman.
What's his number?
Hold on. I'm thinking about the what's name. I think that's the news man named Carl Busby. What's his called?
Carl Bussy, man.
Bussy, yeah. All right.
I know.
You knew what I meant. I ain't got his number by heart.
I know Bussy real well.
Yeah, I ain't got no number by heart.
So if we give Carl a call right now, tell him we want to talk to you, we'll talk to him and we'll make arrangements here or what?
Yeah, I can talk to him.
Okay. Well, here's all I want to do.
So that is.
Hold on.
Just lie to me.
Alright, hold on. So let me know when we talk to Carl. We need to know who we're talking to. What's your first name, man?
Yeah, I know my name, James.
Well, we have to go through
James
it.
Willis.
What's your middle initial, James?
Hey.
What's that stand for?
Willis. Arthur. My name, middle name.
A-U-R-T-H-U-R.
R-T-H-A-R.
And what is your date of birth, sir?
11/25/87.
What's your social?
Oh, damn. 411.
And what's your address where you stay at?
Byron, B-Y-R.
A-N.
Yeah, A-M-S. A-M-S.
Oh, M. Gotcha.
Yeah. Ford.
Road. Casey Mile, right?
Yeah.
64129.
64129.
Who lives at that house?
My sister, Shalonda.
Okay.
What's her last name?
Howard.
And what's your phone number, James?
816.
Mm-hmm.
816-328-6193.
328-6193. Is that the only number you hold?
Well, shit, it's like, I can't tell you the other ones. It's like 3-4 numbers on them on that account.
Who you're a service provider with?
T-Mobile.
You said you have 3 numbers?
Yeah.
Employment?
I'm sorry?
Unemployed? Okay. Are you married? Any children?
I got a son.
And what's his name?
J. Marion Washington.
How you spell J. Marion?
J-A-Y. And Marion.
Washington?
Yeah.
How old is J. Marion?
6. Yeah, he's 6.
They grow fast. They grow fast, so I understand. And who's his mother?
Lily Washington.
Lily?
Yeah.
Are they all from the city also?
Yes, sir.
Can't see one? Do you have an address for her?
No, sir.
Okay. What about brothers? Who are your brothers?
I'm through talking, man. I'm through talking. I'm ready to go back so I can go to sleep.
Where are you going?
Shit, wherever they gonna take me.
Alright.
They done lied to me talking about I'm on 24 or something else. Come on, man.
What do you mean?
They said I was on 24 with some drugs, man. They playing games with me.
No, there's some other stuff that I think that's hanging over your head. I think that's pretty insignificant based on what we have to talk to you about. But yeah, I respect that, but that's the way you're gonna roll. That's the way you're gonna roll. But I can tell you right now, we're gonna see each other again.
I ain't worried about it.
Well, I would be if I was you. If you knew what I knew, you need to be worried. Okay? Because the last bit of freedom that you had outside before you got pulled over, I hope you took a good sniff, because that's the last bit of sniffing you're gonna get outside the walls of this place. Because when you get done with here, the state of Kansas is going to want to talk to you. And we're going to deal with you a whole hell lot differently the way we're going to deal with you in the state of Missouri. I can assure you of that. No, I'm not going to smoke, man.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm just trying to keep it real. I'm just letting you know up front. You know, it would behoove me that what you need to be doing, you need to get a hold of that attorney pretty damn fast.
Oh, man,
when I say
I'm trying to use the phone.
Well, they call you Baby J. That's what they call you on the street. I know that. Okay? Baby J, you in a lot of shit. And things are about ready to get very difficult for you.
You on paper?
So, that's fine.
I'll give you my card, but you probably aren't gonna call me, are you? Talk to your attorney.
That's right.
Yeah,
Call me.
making it good.
Sounds like your attorney's the same one as your brother's.
Thank you.
And I tried to talk to your brother too. So,
Where you guys want him? Where do you see that? Where do you guys want him? Okay, come on. And wherever we want to sit, let's go back there and have a seat. Yeah.
yeah, we're done. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Detective Bridges.
How you doing?
Hey, good. Thanks
Byron
for
Pierce.
coming and talking to us.
What time is it?
Hang on, I'll tell you.
Oh, God.
Your phone died. About 11:35 right now.
just not waking up?
I got a lot of stuff to do today.
Alright. Well, we want Terry. We want Terry. We'll get straight to it. That way you can get on with your Friday and get on with your weekend a little bit. Okay. We're from Overland Park Police. I believe that the officers probably told you when you were stopped that...
Y'all was following me?
I'm sorry?
That was y'all following me in the black Charger?
No.
Oh.
No.
No.
So, you probably know why we...
That was our investigator following me?
I'm sorry?
Somebody was following me.
I don't know who was following you. We just got a call
Right. Okay.
that you were going to be here because we want to talk to you.
Really, I don't really want to talk. I mean, unless I gotta hire a lawyer or something, but I don't talk to detectives. Not to be rude or whatnot about nothing, because I already know I've been in prison, so.
Okay.
I don't do no talking without no lawyers involved unless I gotta hire a lawyer, and then I'll go hire a lawyer. But other than that, I don't do no talking.
What do you go by? What's your first name?
My name's Dale.
Okay, Dale.
But like I said, Dale Willis.
Okay, Dale, my name's Lori.
I know.
Just let me tell you something just for a second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're not arresting you here for nothing.
I know. That's why I'm ready to go handle my business.
Just hold on. Just let me let you know something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We want to talk to you because I'm investigating along with him and several other detectives a shooting that happened in Overland Park.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people that were at the club.
Mm-hmm.
I know you were one of them, and we just want to find out what you know, what you heard, what you saw.
I'm saying I got a lawyer. If y'all want, I don't discuss nothing.
Okay, who's your attorney?
Carl Bussey and William Grenshaw.
Carl, what's his last name?
Carl Bussey.
B-U-S-S-E-Y?
Yes.
Is that? And what's the other one?
William Grimshaw.
Do you know their number?
My phone died.
Oh.
William Grimshaw.
Do they have your phone or what?
No, I have it.
Oh, okay.
Carl Bussey, I have it written down, but William Grimshaw, I got a part in my wallet.
Okay.
But he's out of Kansas. He's out of
I know. We call him Bill. I know Bill Grimshaw very well. I know.
You don't know their number off the top of your head?
No, on the top. Only when I run across the law.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna reiterate what Detective Bridges said.
Right.
This is not pick on Joe Willis Day.
Right.
Okay. And we are. You know, we have interviewed over 50 or 60 people.
Mm-hmm.
We know all the people who are there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We are going methodically. We're going to go each person one by one.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
And,
I'm not. You see, I followed the police down. I'm everywhere I'm supposed to be. It's just like right now, I got a lot of things to do. When it comes to law, I've been in trouble so much as a youth. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And being a juvenile in prison where I was just embedded not to talk to nobody.
I understand, but we're not saying you're in trouble.
All right, I know that, but I'm just saying I'm still not going to talk to the detective without a lawyer around. That's just how it is. Like.
So that I understand Detective Bridges.
I mean, I ain't trying to hide nothing. Like, if you want to go holler at Carl Bussey and he say blase, whatever questions you got, I can answer them.
That's where I'm going. Right. So what you're saying is, if Carl Bussey or William Griswold say, hey, Dale, talk to him,
you got these questions that we want you to answer. If they say these is right, I'm going to answer them. I'm going to give you 100%. Everything I know as far as with them around, you know what I mean? Like, as far as anything in life, like, you know, that's what I do. Like, if something happened on my neighborhood and police want to see me, they got to see my lawyer.
Well, let's do this.
Can we just give him a call?
Yeah.
Is that fine?
I'm with it.
Okay. Let's just get your information first, so we know.
You gotta do that.
49786.
9323. Let me see my band. Here, this is for my ID. Y'all should know that stuff. Y'all looking for me. No, seriously. There it is.
Oh, thanks, man.
Well, I don't have it written down.
Nah, I'm giving it to you. I'm hilarious, but right now I'm really like, my grandma just had a heart attack. My daughter's been sick, fevering.
How old's your daughter?
She's 9 months.
Oh, she's a little one.
Yes, I got a CD. I got to take 2 CDs up to 7 Heaven before 2 o'clock. So that's what I got to be at the place for UPS so I can sign the signature to pick up the CD.
Okay. So, what's your phone number, Dale?
816-277-1391.
You got the home sale.
It's just my this is my real number. This is my associate. This is where my business. Everybody around DOR. This I don't know the number, but this is my.
Can I get
actual phone? This is what I hold, but this is how you can get a hold of me right here.
This is what you hold?
This is the phone that I hold. You get a charger and get the actual phone.
So if I get a charger.
So that right there is people in Ashford and they just can get a hold of me.
I'm not from Missouri side. I'm the Kansas side.
Right. Now
I don't know.
I be having like I got like different artists that I hold my.
Just tell me a little bit about what you do. I mean, I know you're like a big rap guy,
I'm just a
right?
CEO.
Okay. You have a rap.
I do everything.
Name? Do you
sell
DOR,
T-shirts.
right?
I'm an associated president. I'm president of the company. I throw shows.
Who's the big guys that you've been putting out?
I've been bringing old rappers like Blind BC Ball, MC8, stuff like that to Kansas City. So I really been my artist that died, or T9, my teammate. I just been pushing.
Yeah. It's a hard business.
Actually, it's easy.
Is it?
It's just keeping everybody on point. It's when it come hard, but once you come from a struggle, it's kind of easy to kind of adapt with people, just as long as you keep their head on right. That's the only good part about it. Bad part about it, rather. The good part about it is it's financial.
Yeah. Nice.
I seen him pull up, and there was a dude standing in the parking spot, and he said to Jurl, "You almost hit me with your car." Jurl was like, "If I did, it wasn't on purpose." And then they went inside the bar.
Who's that dude? Antoine.
Staples.
So Jurl pulls in, you don't remember where, but almost hits Antoine Steeple or Staples.
Yeah.
He has words with Jurl, and then they both go into the bar.
Yeah, after Jurl finally parks, and then a fight breaks outside the club, and then Jurl is running out the club and to get to his car, and Jurl gets shot.
Okay.
And after that, I was like, I gotta go.
Where was Jurl at when he got shot?
I don't remember, honestly, because once I heard the gunshots.
Did you see him get shot?
Yeah, but...
You did see him get shot, but you don't know where?
Like, I started running once I heard the gunshots, and I looked back, and...
Okay. When you heard the gunshots, where was Jurl at?
By the door.
By the door?
Like, running out the door.
Okay. So you hear the gunshots as Jurl's running out the door of the club?
Yes, and I take off.
Okay. Let me stop you here for just a second. You realize that lying to a police officer while conducting a felony investigation can be considered obstruction, which is another criminal charge?
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yes.
Is everything that you're telling me right now absolutely true?
Yes.
Would you be willing to take a polygraph to verify that?
No.
Because? Hey, I know you're in a world of crap right now because of the situation that happened in Gardner and why you're in here, okay? But to interject yourself with false information in a homicide investigation that is in the middle of a jury trial right now is going to get you into a whole lot more shit than you're already in. You understand that?
Yes.
So before we go any further and you get yourself in any more hot water, I want you to tell me the truth right now. Were you at the Roxy that night?
No, I was passing by.
Did you see Jurl get shot? No. Who put you up to doing this, or was this your idea?
It's just my idea.
Because you thought you might be able to get some time off your situation in Gardner? Is that your only motive for doing this?
No, but
What's your other motive?
James is not.
Mm-hmm.
James is not involved in this, honestly.
How do you know that?
Because people talking here.
Okay. But do you know firsthand? You just told me yourself you did not see Jurl get shot.
No, but I never.
And that you were not there, that you were driving by. So the information that you have is from people talking inside detention? Is that accurate? Do you have any questions for him?
No, I think we're done.
Sit tight.
He wasn't the only person to make statements. Several other people made statements too, try to save their ass. And some people just made statements just because they didn't like the Willis brothers. Charged with first degree murder for somebody that they didn't even know. The initial rumor was that James Willis was called out to the Roxy Bar that night to execute another rapper, which was said in the phone records. But according to the phone records, there was no evidence of any such execution at all.
Clear my name. Let me check this out. Let me explain to y'all how Bird got subpoenaed into a whole nother situation. I'm trying to tell you. Bro, is this your paperwork? My nigga, understand this. I'm chilling doing my thing. You feel me? I'm in and out of the situation. A nigga tried to text a nigga to send a nigga to come and smoke me. I get up out of there. I'm gone. Boom. I know nothing about none of this. Nigga go to jail, police all through the nigga phone, they trying to figure out who Bird is. Nigga, Mac from KC We On, nigga gave the police my motherfucking picture out of this motherfucking camera. Nigga, and nigga, he told them, nigga, this is who the fuck Bird is. So nigga, they came and picked Bird up. And nigga asked me, do I know I was the target of a homicide? But I slid out just in time. I slid out 5 minutes before me getting smoked. I'm like, nah, I don't know nothing. They like, nigga, well, here go the text message that he was sending to this person and this person. You feel me? So this person was sending somebody out here to come and smoke you for $5 grand. I said, damn, for what?
How low,
That was bigger, hopefully, man. Pop down on it, that's why.
Right. That's his favorite spot right there.
What's going on?
All right. Well, here's the deal. We've been investigating this deal that happened to Roxy. I'm sure you've heard about it since then. And we're trying to identify pretty much everybody that was in the bar that night. And we've gotten a bunch of pictures of people that were there, which is how we knew that you were there. Right. You know, everyone's taking pictures all over the place. So through some of these interviews, we've gotten a whole bunch of these photos. So that's really what we want to do, show you some of these photos, see if you can help us identify some of these people. I got some video clips to show you, and some of the people that we're interested in. And that's really about it. So what have you heard that's, you know, just through channels?
I heard that Papa Willow stole on the dude, punched him. You gotta understand, like, Papa Willow like a boss. You know what I mean? Like, he can make these little niggas do whatever the fuck he wants them to do. Oh, it's probably, he punched dude. He said some shit like, alright, nigga, alright, I'll be back. By that time, Papa Willow little funkus. Then shot the dude. They said that while the police was up there interviewing people, they interviewed Papa Willow, but he gave him a fake name though. Like while he was there. He was actually on the scene while this shit was happening. He was in the club while he was outside. doing it, but they had already knew that he was the 12th that dude. And he got that power to be like, smoke that nigga.
So he told somebody.
Yeah, this little flunk used to be with him.
Do you know who? Has anyone been talking about who?
They just said little dude Twan. He's like one of he's Papa Willow's artist.
He told Twan to smoke him.
He said Twan was with him though. There was a few of them with him. He hanging with a whole bunch of new different dudes though. When they came in, like I don't trust them. Period. You know. So when they come in and you looking at me crazy, then you leave out, make me think that you about to get something to come back in. That's my goal to get the fuck out of there. If I'm not hanging out, I'm
So
gone.
you were there earlier?
Yeah, I was,
before they arrived?
Yeah, before they arrived, we was there. Then when we got there, it was, they had pulled. They had came in. They came in. You know, they didn't. He was looking all crazy and tough and shit like that. So.
What time?
But that's him though.
Honestly, man, I didn't see an altercation. I'm very glad I didn't. Like, I'm so fucking glad. Like if I did see an altercation, to be honest, I wouldn't even be talking to you guys. You see what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
I wouldn't even be talking to you.
I get that.
But so glad I didn't see an altercation. I'm so glad I walked off when I did.
Well, actually, I wish that was all it was. I wish that all it was this guy getting popped in the chops for running his mouth, and not followed up with him losing his life.
Shit, me too.
Okay.
Shit.
So, cause tell you what, this drunk guy running his mouth gets laid out by some dude. Probably had it coming to him.
Right.
But him trying to leave the scene and then getting shot up like it's like Swiss cheese. Yeah, he didn't deserve that.
Right. I agree.
So that means somebody took that situation and
way too far.
It was down here, and it was fist fights happen every day. But then they took it up to here, and now they got a bunch of cops crawling around, asking questions and making people uncomfortable, and diving into their life, and I'm digging into everything. You got to imagine we're digging into everything, man.
I understand.
And the reason we're doing that is. When I told you before that in Overland Park we don't have this kind of stuff that really happens.
I know.
But we do have a couple things. We've got the manpower, we got the resources,
the money,
and we've got the time.
Yeah, I know.
We got the time. This kind of crime in Kansas, Missouri, probably would go cold after a certain number of days.
Oh yeah, they don't give a fuck. They wouldn't even try to
solve
the case.
We're not going to stop until it gets solved.
I applaud you.
So.
But you got all the information you can from me.
Okay.
Like I told you, I really.
You told me multiple times when we keep talking about stuff. You said, "Let me take a polygraph. Let me take a polygraph." So you did that for me.
You guys are very.
You're telling me it's not there. So.
That question of me being at that club during an altercation, I will answer that question for you during the altercation.
A bunch of other stuff we'd like to ask you too. If you want
I
to
will
take a
answer
polygraph.
the question for the polygraph of what I would told you I would answer a polygraph for. I didn't see an altercation, and I didn't see who shot him. I would take a polygraph for those two questions only. That's it. Period. I didn't see I didn't see the shooter. I didn't even see any gunfire.
So it's a conditional polygraph. It has to be two questions.
Whatever it is, whatever you want to call it.
So I can
you
pick
can
a
hook the
polygraph
thing up, and you can ask me the question: did you see who killed Jurl Carter? Did you see any gunfire? That type of question.
You gotta understand that's not how polygraphs work. Polygraphs work is we ask you questions to get a baseline.
Right, but you guys will ask a lot of extra questions, and then you will have me trying to, but I can't help you with every. I can just.
So if for example, you're hooked up to the machine, and when you lie, okay. Your body goes through a physiological response. Okay, you can't control it. That means you get sweaty, your pulse starts to quicken, your heart rate increases, your pupils dilate. It's just something you can't control. And so that's the things they kind of monitor and they look at.
Right.
So when we ask you certain questions, hey, what's your name? You say Antoine Crosby. Okay. Well, that's the truth, and so everything stays the same. Well, then we start when the questions are asked, hey.
But see, certain questions.
Do you know who the shooter who killed this man?
Certain questions
can confuse me and still send off that same flare,
Sure.
send a flare. So you have to understand when you put me in a situation of, do you want to take a polygraph, it can be incriminating to other individuals,
right?
Even as well as it can even incriminate someone who's not even did anything, right? Just from a false. Because every polygraph wasn't correct. I hope you know
sure.
that.
Let's keep this straight. Or absolutely, let's keep this straight though. Is you're the one that brought up the polygraph,
okay?
Not us.
And you're still on it. Like I
well,
said that I would
my
answer
partner's
those
asking
two
the same
questions.
question.
You're asking me to answer extra questions. I told you that I would answer those two, and that was
okay.
it.
Well, I'm saying if we get to that point, that they're probably going to ask you more than just two questions. You know.
All right. Well, then at that point I wouldn't want to take a polygraph. Okay. It's not going to ask me the questions.
Okay.
Did you see who killed Jurl Carter, which is the main question that need to be known? Or did you see an altercation? Sure. Those are the two main key ingredient questions. Everything else is irrelevant. So I don't feel like it's going to be need for me to, why am I answering another question?
So what you're saying is just so I understand, you do not know who's responsible for this man's death.
I do not know who's responsible for his death.
You don't know who pulled the trigger.
I don't know who pulled the trigger
and killed that man.
I don't know who pulled the trigger and killed him. I didn't even see the gunfire. All I know is I heard shots and I took off running. I didn't see an altercation.
So you wouldn't know the person that killed this man if he did it at Dale Willis's behest. That means Dale Willis gave him kill that motherfucker.
Oh, hell no. Because if I would have knew that, I probably would have left. If I would have knew Willow would do something like that, I'd probably leave DOR. And he knows it, so no, I don't think so.
Can I tell you where I know for a fact that you're not being 100% truthful with me?
Sure.
When you tell me that you see this man's car going backwards and you don't see the shooter. Because when his car's going backwards, the shooter's right there.
Sir. Okay, man. You can talk to me blue in the face. I didn't see. You can tell.
And I know you're not going to tell me that you saw something. I'm telling you, I know for a fact when you tell that to me that you're not being 100% truthful with me.
Look at me, sir.
I have been for an hour.
I'm 27 years old.
Yes, sir, you are.
You should be able to look a man in the eye and know when he's telling a lie. It's not really that hard. If I'm telling you that I did not see a shooter, I didn't even see the gunfire. Like usually when you see a shootout, you see the fire at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. You can see I didn't even see the fire. You see what I'm saying?
You're right. You didn't see it because you were ducking in between some vehicles that were parked just behind where the shooter was shooting at.
I wouldn't know. I didn't see a shooter. Like, how do y'all see a shooter?
Mr. Crosby, because we got a fucking video of it, man.
Okay, so y'all would see Mr. Crosby with his goddamn face on the goddamn ground.
And what I'm telling you is that you were standing within arm's distance of a guy who fucking pulled out a gun and shot this guy dead.
Hell no.
That's what I'm telling you, man.
Now that's what.
So I'm just making that shit up.
Definitely making that shit up.
Okay, so I was at my home sleeping, and I get called out, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know it's Antoine Crosby, and I know he was standing in the middle of the fucking parking lot next to a dude 5 feet from the shooter that killed this guy. I just made that shit up?
Yes,
Come on, man.
You just made that up that fast, and it's kind of look like you're putting on a show, like you're trying to do this to make
for who? Who am I putting a show on for?
No, I'm just saying like you're trying to say it sounds like you're trying to
tell you the truth.
No, like what's that word called? Like friend something on me, like put something on me, like I seen you there with such and such.
Yeah, I've already told you that.
No, the hell you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't. Trust me,
Mr. Crosby. Let me clarify.
What does that look like with me?
Hey,
hold on. First of all,
this is not a show.
Let me get you to understand something.
This is real life.
Let me get you both to understand something. I'm clean as a motherfucker.
Yep.
I got on a $400 bill. You see what I'm saying? I got on a $10,000 chain. I got a book bag full of CDs. I got a lot of very expensive shit on me. Why the hell would I be around any type of commotion? That's stupid to be standing next to a shooter who's shooting somebody.
No.
What the hell? That sounds stupid as fuck.
You took off. I got that. I see that. I know that. All right. What I'm telling you is you didn't. So you're not listening to me. What I said is just prior to the shooting, just prior, you were in this distance to the guy that did the shooting.
But how? If that's the case, if the shooter was standing next to me when I walked out of hold on, let me say one thing.
I'll show you on the video.
Okay, but if the shooter was standing next to me when we walked out of the club, which is we're an entourage of people, and you're saying I was standing next to the shooter before the shooting happened, before I walked away from my entourage, I don't know you're saying the shooter is in my entourage. So if you're saying I was by the shooter and someone out of my entourage shoot the guy, then you might be right. But I don't know that a motherfucker out of my entourage shot the guy. You see what I'm saying?
There was a big, large group of people next to the front door and in between the cars, all right?
Right.
And then you and the shooter walk out into the middle of the parking lot.
What the fuck? Hell no.
Okay.
No. All right. Yeah, y'all tripping. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. They gave y'all the wrong story. That was me and Gino. And we didn't walk in the parking lot. What the fuck?
Just so I know, just so I'm clear.
Yeah, y'all need to get that fixed ASAP. All right, me and the shooter walks.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all need to get that fixed. For real,
I need to talk to Gino.
We're ready for Mr. Crosby to go back in.
Okay. When you decide on what side of this you want to be on,
so now, but look,
you let me know. Okay.
But this is what I feel like. I got to get pulled over, get these charges and all this shit. When y'all could have just came to my I wasn't going to dodge y'all and all that shit. Y'all could have just came and
a
talked to me.
questioning order for you. They just called us, said you were in custody, so that's why we're out here. I don't know what happened to you in Casey Mo.
So they didn't pull me over because of this shit?
I have no idea. They just told us we have a question order. It means we wanted to talk to you about a homicide. So that's flagged towards you. So whenever you get stopped by the police, this little flag comes and says, "Hey, he's wanted by Overland Park Police Department for questioning in a homicide."
So maybe one day you get a ticket, the next day you get arrested on that suspended deal because of this questioning order. So I guess in that fact we did do that.
Do you have any questions for us? Because this gentleman's waiting for you.
No, I mean,
okay. All right. Well, you got here. Let me give you my card too. If something changes, and you remember something that maybe you forgot to talk to us today about, let us know. Okay. All right.
Mind and a heart of iron. My bro in jail on 15 mil, he got the largest bond. I keep him in my prayers, it's heavy on his heart of mine. Look, check out my story.
You know, and it's just smart for us. Nobody has enough more to lose than we do. You know, so all you guys, you can keep sharing the videos of him rapping about the dumb shit, and you can keep doing this shit, but I'm not doing that because, you know, that's making us all look bad. They already think we're this big violent gang that's out to retaliate and all this crazy shit, so I'm trying to get as far away from that as possible.
So what happened between you and Smokey?
Well, we basically ever since the shit got on the news with my face on it, Smokey called me apologizing, like, bro, I'm sorry, I didn't know, you know, what was going on. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm going through bullshit myself, like, and you tripping with me because I'm not sharing your fucking brother's video when they already think I'm this fucking hitman or some crazy shit. I don't want to have no association with him. I don't want to share his videos. I don't want to share nothing. I don't want him to think like, oh, he's riding for him or he's doing something. I don't want to be involved in no kind of way whatsoever.
So what do you think Willow's going to think about you wanting to be distanced from him? Do you think he's going to be upset or do you think he cares?
I just could care less, man. You know, but what I do know is Willow was, you know, at first, I was being accused as the shooter at first. And Willow will always tell me at first, like, bro, they just saying that, bro, you know you ain't did nothing, bro. You know, this is how you would talk to me, like, bro, you know you ain't did nothing, you don't got nothing to be worried about. And I was like, you right, bro, shit, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Then it comes out that he did this shit. So I'm like, I didn't even know this shit, though. Like, once I seen the camera, I was blew away. Like, I never knew any of that shit happened.
Did you ever confront him about that?
No, because I seen the footage after he was already in jail, and his lawyers called me up there to basically go over the footage and, I guess, question me and some shit, and was this you, and all of this. I was telling them, and that's when I first seen the footage. I was like, damn, that's just crazy. Like,
Did you tell them the same thing that you've told us?
Yeah, I've been telling the same story from the jump. I mean, probably now I've probably lost a little bit, but it's really been the same story from the jump. Like, I even told the first detectives, I told them, like, I mentioned to them repeatedly, if you want me to take a lie detector test, I'll take it. I've never seen James there. I'll take a lie detector test on that. I've never seen Willow punch the guy. I'll take a lie detector test on that. I never knew James was the shooter. I never until afterwards. I never knew nothing about this shit.
Well, you couldn't have seen it. You'd already left. That's clear on the video.
No, I'm right across the street, though. I can see everything. That's why I was so shocked. Like, how could this man's car get shot up and I'm not seeing what's going on? Because I'm thinking he's shooting me. Once I hear the shots, I'm done. And I see his brakes lights, and he's still moving backwards. So I'm like, what the fuck? Is he shooting me? Like, it just feel like shooting me. And I swear I can, like, hear or feel some shit flying past. Like, it was crazy.
And you weren't shooting back?
Hell, if I had a gun, I would have busted that motherfucker. If I had one, I would have busted it back. Shit, cause I was scared as hell. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on? Then, come to find out, I looked on camera, I seen James run up, shoot the dude in the car. I was just blew away. I didn't even.
When you saw that on the video, did you think that was James? Because you said, I saw James.
Well, I guess, now that you say it like that, you can't really see who it is, but if they tell you that's, you know what I'm saying, like this Willow is James, you know what I'm saying, then I guess it just automatically.
You said that when you saw the video, you saw James run up and shoot him.
Right, just like when I saw the video, I saw me walking across, but I didn't know that was me until I was told, that's you with the white pants on. You know, everything I had to be instructed first like this.
When you say your life's over, are you meaning that literally?
No,
or
not like
just
somebody gonna kill me, but it's like this shit's over. Like I can't go back to my neighborhood. Can't be seen out. Can't do nothing. Like, 'cause like even if they don't know you, they can just be like, oh, that's him, such. Oh, he a rat, you know. Point blank. That's just how it is.